Now another thought-provoking part is the words of Kenny the Reaper before he dies. Before he dies, he says to Levi, "We humans are all the same, every last one of us. For some it's drink, some it's women, some even God, family, the king, dreams, children, power. All of us had to spend our lives drunk on something, else we would have no cause to keep pushing on." As I saw this scene, I did realize something, but I was not really able to articulate it, so I brainstormed with ChatGPT. So this is what we have come up with. And I just wanted to remind you something.
My soldiers push forward! My soldiers... Sasuke!
So this is what we have come up with. Kenny's words, "Everyone was a slave to something," suggests that every person needs something to hold on to. An obsession, a goal, an attachment, or else it feels empty and directionless. By calling it slave, he points out that everyone is bounded or chained or enslaved by their own desires, duty, revenge, ideals, and even fear of death. Eren, for example, believes he is fighting for freedom, but in truth, he's moving along a path he cannot change. He's drunk on freedom itself, chained by the obsession for it. If you really look closely, Kenny was indirectly questioning life. He's asking, is this all there is, or is there anything beyond these chains? I believe this is when the domain of spirituality comes into play. And for context, let's ask ChatGPT what spirituality actually means, because a lot of us has misconceptions about what spirituality is. Spirituality is not about blind faith or rituals. It's the path of understanding our true nature, the exploration of who we really are. Unfortunately, we never think or question life unless we are at the verge of death or we have hit rock bottom. Like in the case of Kenny. Kenny was always in the pursuit of power, and he would slaughter everyone who was in his way, but he never questioned what he was doing or what it meant to him. So he's questioning life only when he is about to die. So in the context of Attack on Titan, spirituality is about freeing ourselves from the compulsions that control us, the desires, the fears, and the attachments that keep us chained. Now suppose we had no fears at all. Just imagine how many things we would have done if we had no fear. If there was no fear, we would have used all the opportunities that we had in our lives. Now, a person who is truly free from all the compulsions, desires, and fears is referred to as an enlightened being or a yogi. Japanese tradition is based on Buddhism, and so you'll find aspects of spirituality being sprinkled across anime itself. So you'll see different concepts of spirituality like the chakras, energy system, reincarnation. All these concepts are Japanese people are more inclined to spirituality, and you'll find these concepts in anime. I don't know if you have heard of this story, but since I spent my childhood in a Buddhist country, we have been taught this story in second or third standard. I still remember the thin, colorful picture book like the laminated book. So it was a book on life of Lord Buddha. If you already know this story, you may skip this part. So the story goes like this. The original name of Lord Buddha is Siddhartha Gautama. So his original name was Siddhartha Gautama, and he was a prince, son to a royal family. So someone predicted that he would either become a great king or he would become a great monk. Now Siddhartha's father, the king, wanted his son to become a great king and not a monk. So what he did was he kept his son inside the palace, not letting him go out and not letting him see death, old age, disease, or any kind of suffering. Siddhartha was hidden from all the harsh realities of life. But Siddhartha, out of curiosity, managed to sneak out of the palace and would do trips around the town. And on one of his trips, he happened to encounter 4 sights. First, he saw an old man, indicating that people age. Second, he saw an ill person. Third, he saw a dead body. And fourth, he saw a monk who was searching for liberation. These 4 sights completely changed him, and he started questioning life. He started questioning, what is suffering and how can we come out of suffering? So with this, the Prince Siddhartha renounced everything and went in search of the truth. After a long search, once he sits under a Bodhi tree and he meditates, and afterwards he gets enlightened. Then he became the Buddha, the awakened one, and then he spreads his teachings throughout the world. I believe AOT is a reminder to question ourselves, to question our own actions, and to think beyond the material aspect of life. Instead of revenging or avenging somebody, we must be sensible enough to look at things from a different angle and take decisions and find solutions in a way that we don't harm any form of life and not just do things in selfish pursuit. Every piece of literature can be interpreted in different ways. So everything that I said is just my point of view. So do comment your interpretation, your point of view